Playoff races heating up, and it's Dinger Tuesday, baby. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Hope you enjoyed your Monday with the 4-game baseball slate, the Monday Night Football. We went 1-1 in baseball yesterday, and we went 2-1 in the Monday Night Football. We'll take it, but the D-backs let us down, that's for sure. But we'll go over the recap in just a little bit, but it's Dinger Tuesday time. If you've been following us every single week, you know every Tuesday is Dinger Tuesday where you can win $20. Leave a comment below with your favorite home run bet, but in order to be eligible, you must include the odds and the sports book that you found it. If we have more than one guy hit, the higher odds wins. If we have a tie in the odds, we will go to the longest home run hit, and then if we have a tie with the same player, we're going to have a Wednesday showdown. So be sure to leave that comment below. Before we get into anything, I don't know what else to say, guys. Outlier. If you're not a part of Outlier, I literally don't go a day without using Outlier. I just honestly do not. And this is not about me being partners with them or anything. It is absolutely huge. If you want to take the next step in sports betting, this is one of those tools that can help you do it. It can help you win one bet and you get your money back. That's how easy it is. It helps me save money as well. Or not money. It helps me save a lot of time as well as making some money. So if you want to join, guys, there's a 7-day free trial. You have nothing to lose, but any graphics you see in this app are from the app called Outlier. Again, link is below in the description. Go try it out. It's got all different sports. You will have a ton of fun doing it and also get some winners. So I'm ready to get into it, though. It is a full 15-game slate, not 4 games like yesterday. We got a lot to get into, and that means it's MLB fun fact time. So here we go. Max Scherzer's income this year is broken down in the following. Ready? He is getting $15 million from the Nationals, $30,833,334 from the Mets, and $12.5 million from the Rangers. Getting paid by 3 different teams this year. And what has he done? He has pitched in 9 total games. Goodness gracious. I would love to work 9 days out of the year and make that much money, but that's just wild. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, then go over the good and bad hitter matchups, the good pitcher strikeout matchups, the entire pitcher report, and then, of course, we got those best bets, and we end it with the hitter parlay ideas and the recap. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, leave a comment below like you guys have been doing every single day. Cannot believe this is the final week of the MLB regular season. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We talk all things MLB, NBA, and NFL, with NHL coming shortly, as we talked about yesterday. So let's get right into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is, the 1-in-1 day. Unfortunately, the one loss was the 1-unit play. Guys, the Diamondbacks sat 2 of their best hitters. I don't know what to tell you. That wasn't my goal. Obviously, if I knew Ketel Marte, Gurriel, there might have been one other player that just wasn't even in the lineup, I wouldn't have bet over 4.5. Ketel Marte is one of the best hitters in the National League. It's not an excuse. It's just a bummer that they did that. They only scored 3 runs, unfortunately. Couldn't get it done. The Nerfy, Seattle, Houston, pretty easy winner, to be honest with you. So nice half-unit win to just have a small losing day. There it is for the overall record, up 5.13 units, as we're up over 20 units since the All-Star break. Yes, it was a rough first half, that's for sure. But anyways, that's the bets recap. And now let's talk some hitter matchups. We got 12 good hitter matchups for you today. We got some big name guys as well. Jose Altuve, Bregman, both hitting Logan Gilbert pretty well. And then George Springer against Brian Bayo. Vlad obviously hitting everybody well. He has 2 bombs off Bayo. And then as you see the rest of the guys, Christian Walker hit Logan Webb pretty well. And then we got Jake McCarthy of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno over there on the right, and Corbin Carroll. So we have 4 Arizona Diamondbacks hitters, which is impressive because Logan Webb is not some chump pitcher or anything at all. So Nick Castellanos, 6 for 14 with 4 extra base hits off of Justin Steele. That's not too shabby. And then Matt Olson, who's swinging a hot bat, 4 for 10 off of Luis Severino. So, and then, I'm sorry, I didn't mention the man, the myth, the legend, Shohei Ohtani. How about 3 bombs off Michael King, 5 for 12? That guy is just insane. But those are the good hitter matchups. Let's move over now to the bad hitter matchups. And we have 7 of those for you. Jeremy Pena. We do have 2 Diamondbacks actually on this page as well. But Adley Rutschman, 1 for 11, 5 Ks. Volpe, 3 Ks. No huge names here really, other than maybe Adley. But those are the good and bad hitter matchups for you today. And now let's talk some arms. All right, we got 2 good pitcher strikeout matchups for you today. The first one, Orville Redenbacher. I think that's the popcorn guy, Schwellenbach Mets, 8th highest K percentage versus righties last 3 weeks, 25.1. Schwelly, 118 Ks in 109.2 innings. K rate is higher at home, 28% compared to 24.7 on the road. In his only start versus the Mets, he had 11 Ks. But I will say this, he has been missing a lot less bats in September. He's still been pitching well, but his K rate in September is only 17%. This is a guy who was hitting double-digit strikeouts there for a little while. So just want to keep that in mind. So it's a decent matchup, not like some elite matchup or anything. But second one, Brandon Pfaadt of the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Giants. Giants, 8th highest K percentage versus righties last 3 weeks at 25.1%. Pfaadt, 172 Ks, 173.2 innings. Again, both these matchups are not elite or anything, but they're decent. Pfaadt's home road K rate splits are similar. He did have 12 Ks in his last start, but the start before that he got absolutely crushed, and you'll see it down there in the last one. Inconsistent in the last 5 starts: 12 Ks, 0, 5, 10, and 6. The 0 was in that one he got crushed where he only went 1.2 innings. So those are the good pitcher strikeout matchups. And now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, here are the first 8 matchups we got for you. Tariq Skubal, that's right, the AL Cy Young Award winner, more than likely, going up against Ryan Pepiot. It's a pretty good matchup. We got a low total in this one. Skubal, 30.3% K rate, 2.5 ERA. We know how good this guy is. He's as good as it gets. Junis, who's been pitching pretty good, actually, for the Reds, 62 innings pitched against Tanner Bybee, who's been hit and miss. Other than that, no pitcher as of recording this the night before for the Phillies, going up against Justin Steele, who was scheduled to pitch yesterday and then got moved, obviously. We know what he's all about. Other than that, Cole Reagans, who's had a great year, almost 30% K rate, 3.24 ERA, as the Royals try desperately to win a game. That's all they're trying to do, because they have not won a game in quite some time. And then the Yankees, Baltimore, not a great matchup, obviously, pitching-wise. Clark Schmidt, 76 innings, still does have a 2.37 ERA, though. And then all the way down there, that's the series of the week right now, guys. The Mets and Braves. We're going to talk more about that later. But we got 2 pitchers in good form. So take a screenshot. All the averages are on the bottom. You got hits per 9, walks, Ks, anything you need to hopefully start your day. And now let's take a look at the final 7 matchups. We start with the matchup of all matchups, Cocaine versus Cannon. Guys, I don't know what to say. That's a terrible matchup with terrible teams. Do not watch that game. Just flat out do not. Weathers versus Bailey, Uber driver. Uber's been hit and miss. It's hard. Sometimes he'll get blown up, but then sometimes he'll just put together a really good start. Does miss some bats, 27.1% K rate, and he does well limiting hits as well, 6.6 hits per 9 innings. And then probably the best pitching matchup of the day, if it's not that Atlanta Mets one, Logan Gilbert against Framber Valdez as the Seattle Mariners. My boys are trying desperately to make the playoffs. They're right there in the good wild card race for the AL. But Gilbert, 3.24 ERA. Framber Valdez has been an absolute stud, especially at home. 2.85 ERA overall. Both don't give up a lot of hits, so that should be quite the pitcher's duel there in Houston. And then McGreevy against Ryan Feltner in Colorado. No one cares about that series. And then Logan Webb versus Brandon Pfaadt as the Diamondbacks try to hold on to a playoff spot as well. Giants are eliminated. But, we all know how good Webb is. Webb has been struggling on the road more than at home, that's for sure. And other than that, we got Nick Nack Paddywhack going up against Michael King as the Padres are, trying to surge for sort of a division. They have an outside shot, but it's going to be tough, obviously. So that's what we got for all 15 matchups of the day. And now it is time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to the ATL where the Braves host the New York Mets. Braves on the money line -148, Mets on the money line +124 with a total of 8 runs. This is a huge series, guys. You guys already know it. They're both fighting for the wild card and making the playoffs. I think it's going to be played like a playoff game. Give me the under 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings at -115 on FanDuel. This could be a half unit play. Again, I'm going to be cautious most of this week as we lead into the playoffs. But like I said, playoff situation here, which means it's going to be played like a playoff game, usually lower scoring. I think if any starting pitcher gets into a little bit of trouble, there's a chance they could get yanked. Not saying if they get in a little trouble in the first inning, they will, but you just never know. They manage differently in these type of must-win games. So I did almost go with the under 8 in the full game. You could do that as well. But Severino versus Schwellenbach. Here we go. Severino, he's been in good form lately. Last 2 times out, he faced the Phillies twice. That's not easy to do, to face them once, let alone twice. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs in both of those starts. He has given up 1 or less earned runs in 4 of his last 7. The only 3 he didn't was, well, 2 to the Phillies and then 1 to the Diamondbacks. Obviously, one of the best offenses in the league in general, even though they didn't show it yesterday for me. He's done a good job at limiting hits. He faced Atlanta 3 times this season, giving up 2, 2, and 3 earned runs in those 3 starts. So he's been solid. Now facing a Braves offense that in the month of September, 13th WRC plus, 12th slugging versus righties, slightly above average. They've been decent, a little bit hit and miss, but obviously no Austin Riley and Acuna in this lineup like it hasn't been for a while. And then Schwellenbach, giving up 2 or less earned runs in 5 of his last 6 starts. He has been in really good form. In fact, he hasn't given up more than 3 earned runs since July 21st. That is insane. I was kind of expecting him to hit a rookie wall. As you guys know, I faded him like 3 starts ago, and he didn't have any part of it. He just said, I'm still really good, and I'm going to show you. But he has struck out a lot less. Like we talked about in the pitcher strikeout matchups, he faced the Mets once this year. He pitched 7 shutout innings with 11 strikeouts. He's a guy who has good command. He limits hits. He's facing a Mets offense that in the month of September, they're right there with the Braves average. 15th WRC plus, 17th slugging. They do hit lefties a lot better, but righties a little different story, especially when Francisco Lindor will be out. It looks like he's still going to be out. They expect him to return this week, but I do not believe it is Tuesday. So in general, or overall, I think both starting pitchers are going to be able to slow down these offenses enough in the first 5. We could even get a 2-2 game here after 5, and we win. Yep, quick math. You're welcome. So give me the under first 5 innings, under 4.5 in the first 5 as my first best bet, and I also like the under 8 in the full game as well. But let's go check out bet number 2. All right, this second best bet takes us out to LA, an NL West showdown where the Dodgers host the San Diego Fathers. Dodgers money line minus 150, 115. Padres on the money line minus 105 with a total of 8 runs. I haven't done one of these bets in a while, and I really like this one. It is a player prop. Give me Fernando Tatis Jr. over 1.5 HRRs. That's hits, runs, and RBIs. I got this at minus 125 on Bet365. Another half unit play for me. I'm surprised this line isn't even playable, to be honest with you, but we're going to check out Outlier, of course. So let's go. Here's Fernando Tatis's page right here. There's 2024. And as you can see, he's over in 61% of games this season. Obviously, he hasn't played all the games. He had an injury, was out for a while. But let's look at how he's done lately. He's absolutely crushed it. Let's look at the last 10. Over in 9 of the last 10. And look at some of those numbers. He is over by far. This guy is crushing the ball. We'll talk about more stats later. You can even look at head-to-head as well against the Dodgers. Over this in 13 of his last 21 meetings for whatever that's worth. And then let's check out this little insight, which they give on every game, every player. It's pretty incredible. Fernando Tatis, he's just been on a roll. Over in 5 straight road games, but not just that, guys. He's averaging 4.4 hits, runs, and RBIs per game. 4.4. I need 2. This guy's been on an absolute tear. And those insights, by the way, you can get on game bets if you want to do money line, run line, totals, anything. It tells you all the best insights every single day. It's incredible. Now let's go down even farther. The pitch arsenal, as you can see right there. Yes, we're going to go there. Knack throws his fastball about half the time. Tatis against the fastball, you can click on fastball right there. You can click on any pitch, but fastball you see right there. How about a 454 WOBA against the fastball? We know he can crush the fastball. So overall, I just love the matchup. Knack's been pretty decent. Nothing special to me. But he's nothing special to me. But overall, Tatis, this is insane. He's played less than 100 games. He's hit 20 home runs. In the last 11 games, he has 11 RBIs. How about this? He has 1 home run in 6 of the last 11 games. 1 home run in 6 of the last 11. He hits a home run, even nobody on. It's a cash. I expect the Padres to hit knick-knack paddywhack around a little bit and get to this Dodgers bullpen as well. So I love this bet. It's a half unit, though. Obviously, we're playing it safe here. I'm riding the hot bat. Give me Tatis Jr. over 1.5 HRRs is my second best bet. Added plays will be coming in the morning. Don't you worry. They'll be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. Now, let's check out the hitter parlay ideas. All right, we got 3 of these for you today, and the first one is the lefty Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves. He's on a roll lately, hitting 450 last 7 days, 2+ hits in 4 of the last 5 games, facing Severino, who obviously I talked about as a pretty good pitcher, but still he's 4 for 10 off of him in his career. I'm just riding the hot bat in this one. The second one, Nick Castellanos of the Phillies, 6 for 14 off the lefty Justin Steele. He now has 1+ hit in 9 of his last 10 games. He is hitting better off lefties, 270 compared to 240 off righties. He also hits better at home. Give me Nicholas in the second one. And the third one, Ketel Marte, the guy who I was hoping was actually in the lineup yesterday, but he was not. Hitting 368 the last 7 days. If you don't know him, he's one of the best hitters in the National League. He's facing Logan Webb, who's given up 9 hits per 9 innings this season. He also struggles on the road, like we mentioned earlier. 4.36 ERA. and a huge 285 averaged against on the road. He can be hit. He took a day off yesterday, Mr. Marte. I expected him to come back ready to go as the D-backs look to bounce back from the loss and for Marte to get a hit. So those are the 3 hitter parlay ideas I got. The 2 best bets so far. More will be added in the morning, and all the research help you need. Hopefully you guys can get some winners and end the season strong. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, on a 7-3 run, let's keep it rolling. These are the 2 best bets so far for September 24th. Under 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings in the Mets and Braves game, minus 115 on FanDuel, half unit. And then Fernando Tatis Jr. over a 1.5 HRRs. That's minus 125 on Bet365. That is a half unit as well. Of course, any added plays will be in the pinned comments on X and on Discord. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hope everyone has a great Tuesday. And also, do not forget to leave that Dinger Tuesday comment below and try to win some money. So thanks again. Hope you have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.